Hey guys, it's Deb. Welcome to part 10 of Let's Play The Sims 4 Get to Work. In our very last episode, Jordan put her plan into action to get revenge on Trent. She went over to Trent's house and was really flirty and romantic with him, and they even did a little woohoo. And Jordan asked Trent to be her boyfriend, which he gladly agreed to. And she is just waiting for the right moment when she's sure that he has fallen in love with her. She is going to throw a very large party and invite everyone she knows. And she's going to humiliate Trent. And she is going to break up with him in front of everyone. And no doubt when Ethan finds out what Trent has been doing to both Jordan and Shawna, I would not be a bit surprised to see a fist fight between the two. Because he cares a lot about his roommates, especially Shawna. He and Shawna have become best friends. And he is not going to take kindly to the fact that Trent has been playing her. Now, at the same time, Shawna has no idea what is going on with Trent. And she also asked Trent to be her boyfriend. Actually, and it's not because she's falling in love with Trent. Really, the only reason that she asked Trent to be her boyfriend was because she wanted reassurance. She actually heard Ethan on the telephone talking with Laura, and she heard all the sweet things that Ethan was saying to Laura, and it really made her feel really sad. And, you know, she thinks that Trent really cares about her, and she wanted to feel cared about. She wanted to feel appreciated. She wanted to feel loved. And so she went over to see Trent, and they did get along quite well. They did not woohoo. She's never woohooed with Trent. She's just not quite ready. She doesn't think her feelings for him are quite that deep yet. But she did go ahead and ask him to be her boyfriend. And she is going to be devastated when she finds out what he's been doing with Jordan behind her back. Now, it is not Jordan's intention to ever do anything to hurt Shawna. Really, what Jordan is trying to do, she's trying to actually help Shawna in her own strange way. To see what a deadbeat Trent actually is. Because she's afraid that if she just comes out and tells her that Shawna's not going to believe her. Can you not deliver food to this patient? Come on, we need to deliver food to this patient. And here we go. And don't you love it how they just pull the food right out of their butt? You know, it's not like it would be so hard to actually code the game where they would go to the cafeteria or somewhere like that and get a tray and bring to the Sims. Oh no, they pull the food right out of their butts. Yes, they do. And I have to say, as sexy as Ethan's booty is, I don't think that I would want to eat food that he pulled out of it. I'm sorry, that's just me. But no, I would not want to eat something that someone else pulled out of their butt, no matter how hot and sexy they are. Just do not want to do it. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and chat with this patient. You know, and speaking of... that reminds me of something. When I was about 5 years old, we had some relatives who had a farm. It was a really small farm. It was not a working farm or anything like that. It was, you know, basically just some land. And they had some horses, and they had some cows, and they had some chickens. Well, my uncle thought that it would be a really great idea for some reason for me to gather the eggs from the chickens. And, you know, I remember that there was this hen, and she was sitting on her nest. And I did not want to stick my hand under that chicken's butt to get that egg. I just knew that chicken was going to peck my eyes out or something. But what's worse, you know, here I am in my little 5-year-old mind, and I'm thinking about this. And I start thinking about eggs, you know, and start thinking about eating scrambled eggs, because I used to eat scrambled eggs all the time for breakfast, as I'm sure a lot of you all do as well. You know, who hasn't had scrambled eggs or some kind of eggs in their life? Um, so anyway, you know, I started thinking about that. In my little 5-year-old mind, I'm thinking, why in the world do we eat something that comes out of a chicken's behind? I mean, really, it just seemed so gross to me. And, you know, have you ever thought about when people first decided to start eating eggs? I mean, who was the first person who thought that would be a good idea? Do you wonder? I've wondered about that. I mean, who would think to eat something that they saw come out of an animal's butt? I mean, I know there's nothing wrong with eggs. I know eggs are perfectly clean and all that stuff, but come on, really? I mean, yeah, what's up with that? You know, I don't know how many thousands of years ago it was that people started eating eggs, but I just wonder what possessed that person to think of eating something that they saw fall out of a chicken's butt. But that is just me. That is how my little warped mind works. And I'm sorry if that is TMI for you all. I don't mean to gross you out or anything like that, but when you think about it, it really is gross. And another thing, while I'm telling this story, okay, like I said, I was like 5 years old. I remember that it was like, it seems like it was the summer right before first grade, right before I started school. And anyway, up until that point, you know, the only eggs that I had ever seen were eggs from the grocery store. And eggs from the grocery store are white. Well, guess what? The egg that I pulled out from under this little hen, which actually the hen did get up. When I went to stick my hand under the chicken did, you know, run, you know, it got up and moved. The egg that these hens laid, the eggs were brown. They were not white. So you can imagine what my little 5-year-old mind thought, because I was expecting to see a white egg come out of that chicken's butt, but no, it was a brown egg that came out of that chicken's butt. So I thought that you know what was on the eggshell of that egg. You know, I just thought, how gross is this? You know, I didn't want to have anything to do with it. But yeah, that is exactly what I thought. My little 5-year-old mind thought that. And another thing too, if you've never been around chickens before, chickens do not smell nice. No, they don't. Especially, I mean, okay, these chickens, they had like a house. You know, it was a wooden building structure that the chickens actually slept in, and that's where their nests and things were. But it was enclosed by this like wire fencing, you know, and everything. So I think, you know, predators would not, you know, dogs or whatever would not come in and try to get the chickens. But, you know, it did not smell nice inside that chicken enclosure. It did not smell nice at all. So that just further, you know, I think that, you know, and I'm not very fond of eggs, even to this day. I mean, I can eat them, but they're not my favorite. And I'm thinking, you know, that probably has something to do about it. And another thing, too, they had a rooster, and that rooster chased me around that yard. I was terrified of that little rooster. I thought for sure that rooster was going to get me. It was like, okay, the enclosure that they had, they let the chickens out of the enclosure in the daytime, and the chickens would all run around and do whatever, and at night they would put them in the enclosure. But that little rooster chased me all around their yard, and I was terrified he was going to peck my eyes out. Okay, that's enough of that story. Let's go chat with some coworkers before we mess up our entire job situation here. Let's find a coworker that we can chat with. We're going to chat with this dude and see how he's doing. We're going to just ask him about his day. We can ask about his salary. Let's do that. Let's be rude and ask, you know, hey, dude, what you making over there? How much buck you bringing home? Okay, and again, I apologize if I was a little bit too graphic or a little bit too strange. You all know more about me now than you ever wished that you would ever find out. You have seen a glimpse inside my warped mind. And aren't you glad you do not live here inside my warped mind? I know you are. Okay, let's also, did that count? Chat with coworkers. Come on, dude. I wonder if it's because we're in a group conversation. Let's ask about his day, blah, blah, blah. Come on. Okay, I guess we've already chatted with him. We're going to chat with this patient. We're going to just brighten his day and try to make him feel a bit better about the fact that he is... Oh, okay, it did work. Okay, good deal. Make him feel better about the fact that he is in this hospital. And, you know, we have not got to examine anybody or anything. We're going to try to examine him and do some doctor things because, you know, we've got a gold medal here. And all it's wanting us to do is menial tasks. Let's see if we can do anything to this chick here. Let's just see if we can. We cannot examine her. She's already been examined, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Well, due to the fact that we have already got a gold medal here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Ethan come over here. He is going to work out on this treadmill and improve his athletic skill a little bit. And I'm going to have him do that for the rest of the day, and I will pick up with you all when he gets off from work. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, guys, so Ethan is home, and he was promoted to orderly. So he's going to make an additional 5 simoleons per hour for a total of 23 simoleons. He got a 192 simoleon bonus, and he got some new clothes and a Dr. Javier Rey's display and a not-so-blind eye chart, and he must be at work Saturday at 7 a.m. So that's all very good. So now he is home, and Shawna is here. And he wants to cloud gaze with... We don't even know who that person is. Okay. Because he is home... and Shawna is home, he's going to go ahead and change into his everyday, let's go with everyday number 2 outfit. And he and Shawna are going to go and hit up one of the local clubs. And I do believe that I have put the clubs in Oasis Springs. And let's just see where we can go. We could go to the Rockin' Rainbows. We could go to the Liquid Kitty. We could go to the gym. We could go to the Tiki Bar. Let's go, you know what? We'll go to the Liquid Kitty. How about that? And when Jordan gets off from work, she can meet up with us there. Oh, and also, if you notice, I still have the old loading screen going on. We did get a patch update yesterday. However, I have not yet updated my game because I read that one of the mods that I use for my Killer Instinct Let's Play may have been affected by this patch. So I want to make sure that it's not going to mess up my game and that my game will be safe before I update to the latest patch. So that is the reason that you see the old loading screen in this Let's Play. And who is this? This is Reed Westbrook, and he is a young adult. Who else do we have here? We have Tyler McCoy, and we have Latasha Venegas. I have no idea how you pronounce her last name. And who is standing out here on the sidewalk? This looks like our friendly neighborhood bartender, and his name will be Sullivan Lanier. So let's go in, and I guess we have to let the bartender get in there first. You know, Shawna, I think she might want to introduce herself to Mr. Highwaters over here. You know, except for his pants, he doesn't look bad at all. She's going to go ahead, and she's going to give... Oh, I'm using the wrong person. Well, he can give him an introduction too. Shawna's going to... Also, she's going to give him a friendly introduction as well. And then as soon as the bartender gets in here, we'll get some drinks flowing. Hey, and let's look upstairs. There are people upstairs. Looks like people are up here giving themselves pep talks. And Reed is very tense. This is Ariana Cortland, which I do believe that we know her, and Abram Harmon, who I do not think we know, and poor Abram is crying. I wonder what's up with him. Okay. Let's see if we can't get us a drink now. Let's see what we can have. Ethan is going to go ahead. He's going to order himself a salty llama. Why not? And we will let Shawna order her. What? How about a sea of fire? That's what we're gonna have. And I wonder if she likes this guy. Let's try to, after we get our drink, we'll come back over and we'll chat with Reed for a minute. I wonder if she's found out anything about this guy yet. Where are you, Reed? You're obviously dressed in a different outfit on here. There you are. And we don't know anything about you. We are just acquaintances. We know that you dance really strange. Oh, look at him. He's trying to shake it. He's trying to shake that money maker. But he's not doing a very good job of it. But he's not bad looking, you know. His eyes look a little wild right now. No, he's not bad looking at all. Of course, you know, we know who Shawna really has her eye on. Shawna really has her eye on Ethan. What does this say? She wants to be funny with Ethan. We'll go ahead and pin that. And she wants to play an instrument because she is creative. Has she got her drink yet? Or are we just waiting on this drink? This bartender is quite slow. He needs to put some pep in his step. Get that mixed up there, buddy. Mr. Sullivan, let's get a move on. And Aiden, what is wrong with me? Ethan has got his drink, and now Shawna has got hers. And I just wonder if Shawna can bring her drink over here and just talk to Reed a little bit and ask him, you know, what's up with him. Ask about his career and, you know, try to find out something about him. She wants to boast about her family, but right now she does not have a family to boast about. She has parents back in Sunset Valley, but, you know, that's about it. And where's she going? She's going to walk behind the bar and grab her drink because, you know, it was sitting too close to her when she was sitting right there in front of it and had it in her hand drinking it. It was too close to her. She had to put it down and walk behind the bar in order to pick it up. I mean, you know, that's just how you do things. Shawna has learned that Reed is a journalist at Walrus Books. Well, guess what? Isn't Trent one too? He is also self-assured. That's nice to know, I guess. And I wonder if perhaps... Where's Ethan going? Ethan is going to dance, it looks like. Yeah. I wonder if Ethan would like to get to know, is this a townie or does she live in a home? Tyler McCoy. I don't really think she has a home. I think she's probably homeless. However, I do believe that Reed Westbrook probably does have a home. And I do think that Ethan already knows Chickadee over here. Ariana Cortland, I think she might actually have a home. So he's going to be funny with her and tell her an outrageous story. And let's take a look at Miss Ariana Cortland and see what she looks like. She looks like she might be quite cute. And of course she has her back to us. Because, you know, that's how you do it. That's how you look sexy. She's giving him that sexy over-the-shoulder look, you know? And he's really talking about bears and the great outdoors and frogs and seeing if she likes the great outdoors or not. And, you know, you can't really tell because she's still stuck in that sexy over-the-shoulder, you know, sticking out her boulder pose there that she's got going on. And she's going to sit down now and talk to him about books. You know, she's writing a book possibly. That's what she's telling him. And she also likes to play sports. And, you know, he's like, that's really, really nice, but I really like looking at your back, so why don't you show it to me again? she, her boulder does stick out when she stands like that, with her back to him like that. And she is currently unemployed. She's got that braid going on, which looks quite nice. And, are you telling us goodbye? Who are you telling goodbye? Let's find out about her. Let's just get to know her a little bit. And no, we do not want to be in a group conversation. We're not going to do that at all. He's going to sit down here beside her and speak to her one-on-one, because that is how it's done with Ethan. Ethan's not into group stuff. That's not his scene at all. And why do we keep getting all these notifications about people that we do not even know? I just do not understand that. Is that a mod or is that in the game? Let me know if you know the answer. Okay, he's going to try to get to know her a little bit. I thought get to know was, well, he can discuss interests with her. And it still looks like it's... Okay, they're one-on-one here, so that is good. And let's see if we can't find out something about Ariana. She is quite cute. Now, Ethan does not know this yet, but the girl that he brought home the other night, Laura, she is materialistic. What's going on? She is materialistic. And he does not know that yet, but Jordan found that out when she was talking to Laura. And I'm pretty sure that when Ethan finds out that Laura is all about the money, he's probably going to say adios to her because, Ethan has had enough of that. Ethan grew up in a very wealthy family, and he is super used to girls that he went to school with and that he went to college with just wanting to date him because they knew his family's name, and they knew that his family was at one time quite wealthy. Now, he was already in his senior year of college before his family lost their fortune. So, most of the girls that he knew in high school and college knew him as a very wealthy person. And so, he's not about that. He does not want to get involved with a girl who's all about the money. He wants a genuine girl. He wants a girl with a kind heart. He wants a girl that when he looks in her eyes, he can see marriage and a family. That's what he wants eventually. Now, he does not want that at this moment. At this moment, Ethan's all about having fun. But at the same time, he has standards. The girls that he wants to have fun with, he wants them to be with him because of his personality, not because they think he has a fat wallet. Okay, and Jordan is here, and we're going to let Jordan go ahead and change her clothes. She's going to go ahead and change into her everyday number 2. And it looks like she needs something. She's got to go potty, so we will let her go do that. And I don't really see anybody here that Jordan really wants to meet or anything like that. However, Jordan's been thinking a lot about Keith lately. And Jordan feels a little bit bad about the fact that she woohooed with Trent because she has no romantic feelings for Trent at all whatsoever. Actually, in her heart of hearts, she despises Trent, and that is the reason that she is taking revenge on this man because she does despise him so heavily. But she cannot stop thinking about Keith. There's something about this guy. Something that's just drawing her to him. He has like a magnetism about him. And she really wants to get to know him better. And yes, she's on the phone while she's on the pot. Yes, because that is the best place to have a good conversation. Why is she tense from feeling uncreative? Okay, guys, have you all noticed this? This is starting to really kind of irritate me. Okay, Jordan is getting this moodlet, and it says that she's tense because she's feeling uncreative because she has the creative trait. However, when you go over here and look at Jordan's trait, is creative one of them? No, it's not. So why is she getting a tense moodlet when she is not creative? So what we are going to do is we are going to, and this is the mod that I'm using right now, is the mod that I read there may be a problem, a conflict with the latest patch, and it is called the Debug Cheats Enabler mod or something like that. And it is from Mod the Sims, and it will allow you to kill other Sims, which is what I use it for. However, it will also allow you to remove moodlets that are inappropriate for the situation. It will also let you add moodlets that you think are appropriate for the situation, such as with my Legacy Challenge Let's Play. I did add the moodlet to Haley that she was cheated upon because she was. So at this moment, I'm going to remove this moodlet from Jordan because she should not be feeling uncreative, because she is not creative to begin with. So just so totally stupid. And did we know whether or not Keith Huddleston will be right over? And, you know, Jordan is really attracted to him. However, she does not want to push the romantic side with him right now because, you know, she had gotten a little romantic with him once before, and he saw her flirt with Trent. And at the time that she flirted with Trent, she was just trying to flirt with Trent just to make Shawna see what a dog Trent is. However, instead of Shawna seeing what was going on with the flirting between Jordan and Trent, Keith Huddleston saw what happened, and it really hurt his feelings, you know. I mean, because he thought he felt a connection with Jordan as well. And I do not see Keith anywhere. But Jordan, oh, there's Keith right there. Can we call him over? I wonder if he's too far away. Call him over. She's going to call him over and see if he'll come in and chat with her. So right now she has decided that she just wants to get to know this man as a friend. Find out a little bit about him. She doesn't really know his traits as of yet, but she would like to get to know them. And just become really good friends with this guy before she moves it to a romantic level. Because if she were to be romantic with him at this moment, and he found out what she was doing with Trent, you know, their relationship would probably be over for good. But, you know, she thinks that Keith is a guy that she could really care about. She really could. She's never actually felt this way about anyone so far in her life. Now, Jordan has had a lot of boyfriends. Do not get me wrong. She has left several broken hearts in her wake. And she has learned that Keith is in business at Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe Incorporated. And look who just walked through the door. Can you believe it? And let's just see how this goes down. This could be quite interesting. We're not going to interact with Trent. We're going to see what Trent does. And it looks like Trent wants to chat with Keith Huddleston. And Jordan's like, I cannot freaking believe that as soon as I invite Keith here, Trent walks through the door. How is this going to play out? I do not know at this moment, but I do have to tell you that it is time for me to say goodbye. I do have to wrap this episode up here. You know, there's potential for some drama here with, you know, Trent being both Jordan's boyfriend and Shawna's boyfriend. And Jordan is the only one who knows what's going on here. So we'll just have to see. And this is a very sticky situation with her and Keith too, because, you know, I don't know what Keith is going to do if he sees Trent come up and put a kiss on Jordan. Don't know how he would take that, but we will have to find out next time what is going to happen. But I want to thank you all so very, very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this episode of the Get to Work Let's Play, and I hope you're enjoying this series as well. Please let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'll see you next time.